Welcome back to the Tournament of Champions. Southside fell to Stillwell 54-42. It's almost time for game 2 on this final day of the tournament, and it will be the Jones Lady Longhorns. They beat Southside 58-31 to get to this consolation final. They'll play against the Lamar Lady Warriors. They beat Stillwell 60-47. That was a fun game to watch too, with Corey Sanders and Snowa Wadey. This game, you got to watch number 30. Keep your eye on her, just like you did Wadey the game before. She's going to be fun to watch, and that is Corey Sanders.
Yeah, and I was looking at Corey Sanders. I got to laughing, Buzz. The first ball game, she had different shoes on. I'm looking at her now. She's got the same shoes on, but the soles are different.
Yeah, I just talked to her dad about that. He said that she wore those different color shoes the first day, but they hurt her feet, so she got away from it. I think they hurt other people's feelings. That's what happened.
From Jones, Oklahoma, Lady Longhorns, please make welcome.
And we're having the starting lineups now. We'll start with Jones Lady Longhorns.
At guard, 5'7" senior, number 15, Zoe Tucker. At guard, 5'7" senior, number 21, Boston Berry. At guard, 5'7" senior, number 32, Jalen Maples. And finally, at forward, 16 junior, number 42, Sophie Woodson.
I love watching the introduction, especially Lamar. Now, there's one girl that's going to keep those striped pants on, and that's Shay Taylor, and she'll come out and they will actually pull them off of her. They struggled a little bit with it yesterday. The first day was pretty cool.
There's another one that had a good ball game.
Yeah.
Last night was Morgan Cochran.
Here you go, right here.
Theatrics.
Yeah.
Superman.
And, you know, you talk about Corey Sanders. You know, she's not the only one out there. They've got some good supporting characters, but you look over at Jones, Boston Berry, Jalen Maples, Sophie Woodson. Sophie Woodson, 6'2".
Yeah.
Down low, you got to watch her.
Yeah, that's going to be a key for the ball game today is Sophie Woodson down low. She really terrorized Southside down there. She's got perfect basketball body. She's tall, be the tallest player on the floor today. She's tough. You mentioned Jalen Maples, Boston Berry. Maples had a very good game on penetration. And I talk about this, Buzz, when you play a Tournament of Champions game like this, the fact is, yeah, this is a consolation game, but this could be a championship game almost anywhere else. And the matchups are intriguing. Another thing I want to see is we watched Corey Sanders break the press yesterday. Well, she's going to have a tough time today, I believe, with Jalen Maples.
Yeah, and you look at the two standing side by side, Boston Berry and Corey Sanders. Those are the two quarterbacks.
Yes.
They're going to run their prospective team.
Should be a fun ball game. Lady Longhorns will control the tip here. And you're right, they'll get the ball to Boston to set it up.
Yeah, and you watch Boston Berry, there you go. That's what we talked about.
That's going to be a key, too. I think you're going to see a lot of zone defense today from Lamar. As they're kind of backing off on the pressure, they came out against Lady Mavs and really pressured early. But they do pick up almost at half court, so it's kind of semi-pressure as Sanders sets the offense.
And you look at the facial expressions of each one of these players, and you see the ones that are so intense. And you talked about Wadey, you talked about Sanders, but Berry's the same way.
In this Jones team, too, I think you really saw a difference from ball game 1 to ball game 2. You know, they were, your first ball game is always your toughest one, and you draw a team like Burden in Arkansas that 44-0 or 44-1 now.
Yeah.
And it's just a filling out process, but they came out yesterday, did what they wanted to do. Here's a three-pointer on the way. Yeah. And I believe what's going to be a key in this ball game, too, is how well the Lady Warriors are able to rebound underneath their offensive bucket for Jones. Doing a good job of matching up here. They want to set a trap all over the court. There's a nice penetration. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Buzz, it's been a fun tournament. I can say that. Getting to see all these girls playing, we sit there and we make a list of, if I could take an all-star team.
It'd be a good all-star team.
It'd be a very good team. Three-point shot on the way off the rim, no good. Looks like Lamar wants to press here. Good job of beating the press as they get the ball down. Here's about a 15-footer on the way from the foul line. No good. Kind of a filling out process here early.
And they want to get to feel the referees, too, because, as we mentioned earlier, that's part of the game, knowing what you can get away with and what you can't, because each one of these teams is aggressive and they do a lot of hand checks, a lot of hooks.
Yes.
If they can get away with it, they're going to do it.
Yes. And you have to learn to play with that. And I think the key, too, is, in a lot of situations is keep your composure. That's sometimes tough to do in the heat of battle. But, both these teams are well coached. And I don't think that's going to be an issue by any means here as going to work the ball down low to Woodson.
They do study a lot of film. It's gotten a lot more you see coaches these days that are a lot more serious about their game plan and what they're coming up against and knowing what players are weak on the left side, who's weak on the right side. And I was listening to Coach Smith talk about his opponents and who can move to the right, who is weak on the left, and how you have to force them to do those things. Man, when I played, it was just, you miss a layup, you're coming off. But yeah, it's a lot more technical now.
There's a three-point shot on the way, no good. I believe we're going to have a foul. Shea Taylor will go to the line. This will be, I believe it's the first time we've seen a player get fouled on a three-point shot.
Yeah, I believe this will be the first one in the tournament.
First shot on the way, that's good.
There we go.
Taylor's got a nice touch, too. Second one on the way, and it's good. Hit some big threes yesterday.
It's kind of like wearing two different color shoes. When you go out and let your teammate pull your pants off, you better be good, and she is.
I love that.
We talked to her about it.
Yeah.
Ask her, everybody has their own entry or whatever. And I told her, I said, yours is one of the coolest I've seen.
Yeah, they need a drum beat or something when they do that.
Well, I think you got the best PA guy in the business over there right now with Chris Carter.
Hey, he's doing a great job.
He is unbelievably good.
Well, you guys are blessed over here. You got him. You got Preston Williams. Well, Southside's got a good one, too, and Don Tate.
Don's pretty good. Didn't he get to do a game at Oklahoma City Thunder?
I'm not sure.
It seems like he was invited to do a game there. Maybe been last basketball season, I believe.
There's a three-point on the way, no good. I can't believe he got nominated to do that. How come they didn't want me to come do color for one of their games?
Yeah, I didn't get asked either, Keith.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I would take one of you guys, but I guess it doesn't work both ways.
Still a filling out process here as Lamar leads early 3-2. Jones did a good job of getting that ball inside to Sophie Woodson right off the bat, and then Lamar did a good job of kind of counteracting that. There's a nice rebound and shot on the way, no good. As Woodson gets the rebound, and here's a three-point shot on the way, no good.
Well, neither one of these teams has found the mark yet. You're halfway through the first quarter, 3-2.
That's something we want to look at as the game goes on. If this Jones team starts finding the mark from three-point range, it's going to really open up that inside. Here's a nice drive by Corey Sanders. You talk about that spin shot that we saw from Snow to Wadey in the first game. That was exactly what that was, just a bit off.
Two real similar players. It was fun to watch them play against each other.
Yeah. And I think, too, one reason you may not see Jones go with the full heat here is they watch. Like you said, they watch film. There's a nice entry pass for 2 points for Boston Berry, who now has 2 points. But, we saw Corey Sanders. She was a wrecking crew breaking that press. He'd be 1-on-4. She could still break it. So I think that kind of plays into it.
30-second timeout charge.
Guys, we'll just stay with it. Let's have a 30-second timeout. Had Laurie Sawyer deliver me a plate from the hospitality room, and got some Cane's chicken there. I think I got a slider from Walk-Ons.
Yeah, if you need me to take over for a little bit while you munch on that, just holler at me.
I'll be sure and let you know.
Yeah,
If you see me nod off, don't let me fall.
yeah, that's what we'll call that when you start eating that food. That's sounds of the game.
True sounds.
True sounds of the game. You know, we laugh about that too. We've done a lot of ball games, a lot of high school football games, and we're pretty bad about being the first ones to look to see where the free food's at.
Well, that was the first thing that was inspected. And again, don't run a 40 after you've had a bowl of chili and a cookie cake. That doesn't go well.
That was a nice job by Corey Sanders denying the pass entry. And Jones going to slow it down here. There's a nice cut to the basket. And guys, that was a good job there by Cal taking away the baseline. That's very important because that opens up a lot of things. There's a shot by Woodson. They'll give that all day as long as she's out that far.
Yeah, and Carly Williams has done a great job on Woodson underneath, pushing her back out, not letting her have that shot close.
Offensive foul there.
And again, you get a couple feet outside the three-point range, have my guest.
Yeah, Carly Williams had a big game yesterday. She was a recipient of a lot of passes from Sanders. And we saw the Lamar team really, and we talked about the first game, Morgan Cochran and Sanders carrying the load, but they had a really balanced scoring attack. There's a nice give-and-go pass to the inside. They'll take the shot up off the rim, no good. She'll be fouled, but it'll be Zoe Tucker going to the line for 2 free throws. What I like about this tournament, too, guys, is we've seen enough games to where you see certain things going on in the game. Well, how are they going to react to this? And there's a lot of intriguing things in this ball game that you're going to see how Sanders handles the press, and how is Lamar going to handle Woodson down low. It's just a lot of intriguing things. The first free throw's up and good. There's 2 free throws there for Zoe Tucker.
We're watching Jones now really bringing that zone all the way out, trying to contain Sanders up, not letting her get the offense started.
Yeah, a little bit different what they did yesterday.
That's
they had a full court press yesterday, but they're kind of a lot of half court action there. Good job of working the ball around by the Lady Warriors. Here's the 3 shot on the way by Cochran. It's good. Ties the ball game up at 6. And this Jones team is a lot like the Stillwell team. There's hands everywhere. There's a good play by Sanders. Will take it up the shot. She'll be fouled.
Cochran had 10 points in her last game, 4 for 14 from the field, but 2 for 9. Now, she's not bashful about taking the three-point shot.
Well, your shooters are that way, and they kind of get in a rhythm, and I think that's, I think she's kind of the one that has to kind of pick it up too. But like I said, I thought big game there from Carly Williams yesterday really helped the Lamar cause in their victory. There's 2 free throws there for Corey Sanders. That's her first 2 points of the ball game. The point guard play here is what's really fascinating me.
Yes, sir.
Nice entry pass there. Good move to the basket. Everything
couldn't get the roll.
Yeah, didn't get the roll. Good job, though, by Zoe Tucker taking the ball strong to the basket. Oh, nice pass out. Here's a 3-point shot away by Cochran. Everywhere but going down. Oh, nice pass.
Good job by Zoe Tucker just to have the concentration, knowing that somebody's coming in behind you potentially to block that shot.
Yeah, what's interesting about that, I think of a football phrase, we always get on the cornerback for not turning around. The Lady Warriors had a chance to turn around on that and maybe make the play. I love the awareness, the court awareness that you see out here. You're getting that ball down, making plays.
Well, Boston Berry started that. She gets the rebound and throws it full length of the court.
And a lot of times you'll see that pass, too. That was a good, strong pass. A lot of times they'll leave it just a bit short. Lamar wanting to put a little pressure on the ball here. Jones' team does a good job of passing the ball and finding the open man. Oh, nice drive. Nice play by Zoe Tucker. Tucker now with 6 points here early. Nice inside pass, a good move.
It was Emma Bailey who just checked into the ball game with a nice assist.
Nice head fake there.
Yeah, nice move there by Carly Williams for her first 2 of the ball game. Now, Emma Bailey gave him some good minutes yesterday.
Yeah, she sure did.
Try to feed the ball down low to Woodson. That's good job by Carly Williams. Yeah, the further you can push her out, you'll let her shoot that 6 to 8 footer all day long.
Yeah, you want to keep her from burying you way down inside the block.
There's a nice shot, too. A 3-point basket there by Shaylee Mayfield. Oh, excuse me, that was Keisha Henderson on the 3. Hanson on the 3. Here's a steal. Nice pass off. There's Zoe Tucker for 2 more. But give credit, too, to Jalen Maples on that.
The thing that impresses me about Zoe Tucker is her concentration. When you take it to the hoop like that, you're going to have, you got a lot of traffic coming in and be able to concentrate and finish the shot.
Yeah, and what was nice about that, too, is you had 4 seconds on the clock, and Jalen Maples did a great job of finding Tucker breaking into the basket for the quick basket.
As we're going to take a break and come back with some more Tournament of Champions action after this.
These are Whataburger stickers. Proof that we've got your avocado, jalapenos, and creamy pepper sauce. Wait, hold the onions, add bacon, Whataburger. However you dream it, we'll make it. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Keith, what'd you say about those game noises?
About the what?
The game noises?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to give you some, brother. I'm sorry.
I'm getting jealous over here.
Can you read that plate?
I love watching you guys working. When you realize that after you've taken a big bite of that slider and the screen lights up that you're on.
Yeah.
Panic.
Yeah, you get a lot of live time here. I remember doing a football game at Quigley Stadium, had to run down and go to the bathroom downstairs, and you might have never been to Quigley Stadium, but that's a long ways up. And I get back up there, and I have to start talking right after we get back up, and I don't have any breath, and my color guy's giving me a hard time. Well, anyway, he goes down the next time, so I catch him back.
There you go.
He found out what it was all about. So, yeah, you do a lot of different things when you're live on the air.
Yeah, Keith sent me, when we played Parkview, he sent me to the concession because he saw Keith Jackson. I don't know if I could get him to do the color for us. By the time I got back with the big no, I was out of breath. Keith Jackson, that's a big man there.
Yes, he is. He got some guns on him.
Does.
Yeah, and that was a good time, though, Coach. We got to see Keith Jackson and Coach Al Flanagan.
Oh, my goodness.
Legendary coach at Parkview.
Yes, sir.
Great time.
Now, he would have done the color if his kid hadn't been playing.
Well, he had that, too, but I think because
contract
of
with
for
Arkansas.
Razorbacks, yeah. Here's a nice three-point shot on the way. A good setup, yeah. A good shot there by Shea Taylor.
Beautiful.
But give credit, too, to Corey Sanders setting that up. Taylor's got a nice touch. He's 3 for 3 from the foul line and has a three-pointer. Lead cut down to 2 as we start the second quarter here. Here's another 3 on the way. That's up, and it's good. That's
Kaysa Hansen.
Yeah, Kaysa Hansen with 2 3-pointers. Guys, that's another thing, too, and maybe it's just getting used to the rim. See the three-point shot by Sanders on the way. It's off and no good. And there's a nice rebound, and Woodson knocks the ball away. But I think the shooting's getting better as it goes on.
Yeah, they've pretty much found their range now. Just had to work their way into it.
There's a nice drive penetration off and no good as Cal gets a rebound for Lady Warriors.
Jones started really intensely yesterday against Southside and had a big lead, like 20-1, 20-2. They weren't missing anything. Today's a little bit different story, but I do think that they've settled in now.
Well, part of your difference, too, on that, Buzz, is the fact I think that you look at that point guard for Lamar. I mean, she's definitely one of the top 10 players here in this tournament. Jones here has a 5-point lead. There's a nice down low pass to Kaylee Williams. Goes up for shots partially deflected, going to be taken away. And this Jones team, there's a nice pass. Wow. Nice give and go, just a little hard on the finish. Well, Sanders going to take it amongst the trees there, and she'll draw the foul.
Yeah, you going against the 6'2", that's pretty impressive.
That's 2 fouls on Woodson.
You know, you both were talking about how the shooting is getting better in day 3. When you talk to some of these players that don't play in an arena with such depth and such size, it's different coming into a venue like this, and especially if you're a shooter.
Yes.
It's that depth perception is a little different. It's like when you go to a big collegiate arena.
That's what I was just thinking, Coach. You know, you talk about like when they play like at the Carrier Dome or something,
right.
like the Final Four or wherever it might be. Yeah, that's a totally different ball game.
You know, it's also, too, when we would go to these regional tournaments or we would go on the road, you always go the day before, you know, through a walkthrough, a little practice the day before, and then the morning of, a little shoot-around just to get used to the venue.
Again, Lamar working out of his own defense. Done a really good job so far negating Woodson out there. She only has 2 points. There's a 3-pointer on the way, and it's good. That's Zoe Tucker. She has 11 points here early. This Jones team doing a good job of adapting to what they're getting. Here's a 3-point shot on the way by Cochran, no good as Woodson gets a rebound. They took Woodson away. She got that early basket, but they kind of dropped the zone back down. Now the 3-point shooters are coming alive.
And even Zoe Tucker, who can hurt you inside, she's lit it up from 3-point. Zoe Tucker's an all-around player.
They go to Woodson down low this time. Going to miss the shot. Good defense there by Carly Williams. Yep. I think she's kind of hoping that Sanders got that hand out just a bit.
Yeah.
It was actually the back referee that called that, so. It's kind of like offensive lineman. You know, it's an easy call when you stick that hand out.
Yeah.
Then you look around seeing who, me?
Yeah,
don't call my number, please. About halfway through the second period, Jones leads by 7. There's a nice penetration in. What a nice pin. This Keisha Hansen again. She now has 8 points. There's a nice drive, penetration in, shot just off. There's a good rebound by Cal, puts it in, it's good. It's Bailey Cal for 2, she'll get 1 here. Guys, Cal does a good job down low, just watching her yesterday, and she's kind of that, what I call kind of like the Sophia Nyhouse effect. If you talk about the Lady Mavs, she's the one that does a lot of the dirty work down low, gets great position, and that time is rewarded with the chance of 3-point play. Guys, so far, Corey Sanders being a bit quiet here. She only has 3 points. Going to put a press on here. Another part of the game, guys, I like to really look at, too, is you have these teams that love to press. But a lot of times, if they love to press, they don't like to be pressed.
That's right. Exactly right.
Saying they're bullies?
What's that?
Are they bullies?
Yeah, they're bullies. I guess that's a good term of putting it.
23-16. Jones has the lead. We're going to take a break. Be back with some more basketball after this.
beef. Which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh him and find out.
Okay. Pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
Welcome back to action. 7-point difference between these two teams in this consolation final.
Yeah, Buzz kind of changed the subject just a bit here at Northside. I want to give a shout out. There's a nice shot, too. That's Charisma Johnson for 2 points. But whoever's playing that music here is doing a really great job. They're playing a lot of stuff I've actually heard of. I go to Razorback Stadium a lot, and I don't have a clue for what that stuff is. I had some guys, in fact,
Chris Carter.
They were doing the game. He's doing a great job. There's a three-point shot on the way, no good. But they had some guys hollering out, well, when they can play some skin.
That just comes down to who wants it more.
Exactly. Going to throw the ball away. That's a good recovery
nice
there.
save.
Yeah, they're going to throw the ball down low. It's going to be stolen by Cochran. Yeah.
Audrey Bain had to hang out over our equipment to get that back.
Oh, there's a nice move by Cochran. Yeah, but you hold your breath every time that happens.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I'm a little gun shy now.
You always tell me the story about Jalen Williams taking out the table.
And he broke the table in half. The most memorable thing about that was Fleur putting his forearm in my back, protecting himself. After I got my senses back, I said, what? Yeah. He said, I had your back.
Well, Coach Fleur tells that story. Now, he dove in front of you to make sure you didn't get hurt. That's what he tells me.
I'm sure.
There's a nice, nice runner there by Zoe Tucker. Having a big first half for Miss Tucker. I bet the story gets better every time, too. Here's a three-point shot on the way, just a bit short. Miss Tucker gets the rebound.
Guys, it was like a slow-motion train wreck, seeing that 6'9", 6'10", 270 pounds coming at you.
It's a big kid.
There's a shot away by Keisha Henson, no good. Here's the three on the way, short. Sanders gets the rebound, wants to push it up. Yeah, I've got to admit, I like it on the floor a lot, and there's going to be a foul. Good job there by Kaylee Williams fighting for the rebound. My only complaint on here on the floor, guys, is when they come down to this end, that referee's usually blocking my view.
It is tough.
Yeah, if you guys would give me a stick or something where I could just kind of move him.
Sometimes when that happens, I'll look at the monitor here, just try to get a better view of it, but it's hard to do when you're not used to looking away from the action.
That's the key. That's for me. It's been so many years of looking at that the monitor really, I know I need to, but it's hard to do sometimes. Good job there by Carly Williams. Williams making both free throws. Nice job of breaking the press by the Lady Longhorns. Here's a wide open three on the way, and that's Zoe Tucker having a big first half.
Huge first half.
16 points in the first half for Tucker. Got 51.9 seconds to go here. Jones leads by 10. It's kind of been the Zoe Tucker show here in the first half. Keisha Henson's come off the bench to give him 8 points.
Yeah, you've got a couple of players today that are really coming to, showing what they have that weren't really factors yesterday.
Oh, nice steal, nice play, getting the ball over to Shea Taylor for 2 more. She now has 7 points. In fact, Taylor leading scorer here in the first half for Lamar Lady Warriors. See if they hold for the last shot. No, it's going to be taken away. There's the steal by Carly Williams. It's a good job. That was nice defense.
Yeah, it was. Great defense there.
I'd be out on Tucker every time she touches the ball.
Well, Lamar may get another shot at it.
Got 2.5. This may be your outlet pass here. They're really, they're going to move back now. There's a steal and a shot on the way.
Hit the glass. All right, guys, 30-22 after 2 periods of play. We will take a break, and Keith, I know we'll have some stats when we come back. Maybe another trip into the into the cookie room.
I heard a maybe, but I don't see it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Stay with us. We'll be back with more of the Tournament of Champions after this.
Hey, Chief, which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh him and find out.
Okay. Pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
I'll be back in a sec.
We can't wait forever.
Oh, you're not your fries, please. Can't be mad. We got you nacho fries.
Made with Mexican spices. Made for nacho cheese sauce. Only at Taco Bell.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence. Whataburger, just like you like it.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
This is Northside head basketball coach, Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football and fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York Factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
I'll be back in a sec.
We can't wait forever.
Oh, you're not your fries, please.
We got you nacho fries.
Made with Mexican spices. Made for nacho cheese sauce. Only at Taco Bell.
810 Billiards and Bowling. But it's more than billiards and more than bowling. 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's an amazing combination of games, arcade, restaurant, sports bar, and night spot, all under one roof. And coming soon to Fort Smith, 5609 Rogers Avenue across from Randall Ford. And stay tuned for more updates on their grand opening. Visit their Facebook page to enter their grand opening contest. Now taking holiday party reservations. Visit 810bowling.com for the latest updates. 810 Billiards and Bowling.
These are Whataburger stickers. Proof that we've got your avocado, jalapenos, and creamy pepper sauce. Wait, hold the onions, add bacon, Whataburger. However you dream it, we'll make it. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Hey, Chief, which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh them and find out.
Okay. Pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Thank you, sir.
All right, welcome back in Northside Grizzly Arena. A couple minutes left before we start the third quarter. It's 30-22. Jones has an 8-point lead. Keith's been studying these stats. He wouldn't even talk to me. He wouldn't lift his head up. I know you probably got some strategy here after looking at all this.
Well, I'll tell you what I've seen so far. Two stats that really stand out as far as the team stats go. Turnovers. These teams have really done a good job of taking care of the basketball. You've got 5 turnovers on the Jones team. You got 7 turnovers on Lamar. Really taking care of the basketball. The other thing that stood out to me was I'm looking at the three-point shooting. Jones, the Lady Longhorns, were 4 of 11, which that's actually equates to over 50% right there. That's doing a great job. That's kind of been the difference in the ball game. And if you had told me that number 32, Jalen Maples, no points in the first half, Boston Berry, 2 points in the first half, I would say they're probably down quite a bit. But Zoe Tucker, 16 points in the first half, has been a big difference. And also Sophie Woodson really, she made that early basket, but that was about it. But then you look on the other side, Corey Sanders, 5 points. Shea Taylor really had the bulk of the points for Lamar with 7 points. And I think the key here is if you want strategy for the second half, I think the key is going to be mere watching Corey Sanders warming up. Nailing 3 after 3. She's going to have to pick it up a bit. And I think another key there may be Morgan Cochran.
Morgan Cochran has the ability to light it up. I mean, she was 4 for 9 yesterday from three-point range. Again, she's not bashful about taking the shot. If you go back to the Jones team and what you said about the players that you would have thought were going to have a lot of points or at least have more than what they do, then you had Zoe Tucker, who really wasn't a factor point production-wise yesterday, has lit it up. And then also Kasia Hansen. She's done a good job.
Well, exactly. Coming off the bench, she had a really good first half of 8 points. And, you know, well-coached teams make adjustments. Both teams did a good job of making adjustments. It looked like starting the ball game that Sophie Woodson was going to be dominant down low. Will Lamar makes adjustments for that? Well, then Jones comes back. The Lady Longhorns make some adjustments, and you see what Zoe Tucker has done, along with Keisha Hansen hitting those long shots.
And you look at a Jones team, I mean, how many games do they have under their belt so far this season? Is this number 3 for them?
Yeah, you forget about that.
Wow.
Look like they're mid-season form.
Yes, sir.
But guys, that was a well-played first half. Like I said, there's only 12 turnovers between both teams. Really pretty even there. As the Lady Longhorns will start the second half of the basketball. Nice penetration in by Berry. Goes up for a shot. That's good.
Just when you talk about her point production.
Yes, she must have heard me.
I'll show you.
Right on cue.
Yeah, that was determination right there. Good job taking the ball to the hole. Shots on the way, and it's good.
You talk about well-coached teams. Lamar, 3A state runner-up last year, 23-3. And then you talk about Jones back-to-back state championships. So Holbrook has done a great job with the Jones team, no question about that. And Sluderman has done a great job with Lamar.
Sanders misses a shot from the corner. The Lady Longhorns did a good job, too. When they get that rebound, they're making that long pass. They're in offensive mode really quick. Here's a nice inside entry pass by Woodson. Three-point shot on the way up, and it's good. That's Aubrey Bain, her first 3 of the ball game. She now has 3 points. It's 36-22 here. Ball's tipped away, and it's going to be stolen, picked up by Woodson. Doing a great job of getting that ball down. Here's a nice penetration move, and it's going to be called for a walk. That was Jalen Maples taking the ball to the hole. Yeah, guys, I think what's happening here is they must have heard us over here as Boston and Maples both here early in the third period going to the hole, trying to get some points. But that's what your good teams do. Here's a three-point shot away by Cochran, no good. Is somebody else always takes up and makes up the difference. And that's what you're seeing with this Jones team. They go 6-7 deep. Nice, and down low to Maples up for no good.
And for the Lamar team, Keith, I think we have to see that. If Sanders is not able to find a way to the basket, then somebody else has got to step up.
There's a three-point shot on the way, and it's good. There's Cochran.
And there it is.
Yeah, Cochran's going to be a key here.
Cochran is, I agree.
Yeah.
There's Sanders. Oh, I love that move. Nice inside move. Easy. That was a nice move nonetheless. I thought maybe she got there. Corey Sanders, though, is one. You watch her. She's tough to guard in the open.
Yes, she is.
Lady Warriors trying to inch her way back into the ball game. Here's a nice penetration up for Bain. Goes up for a shot and she'll be fouled. Audrey Bain will get 2 free throws here.
We had a kid at Ole Miss that played for me that you all probably remember. And, Dexter McCluster was his name. And
hey, I'd like to get him in on a 40.
There was not a clock we could find that could keep up with that, Buzz. That guy with a football in his hands and pads and a helmet on, I'm thinking there's no way he can go 4-3. And sure enough.
Yeah, Buzz, I thought you were wanting to race him in a 40. Now, I
want to watch him run it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I did see doing commentary that I think I could race from Ole Miss is Deuce McAllister. He looks like he's gotten a lot bigger.
Deuce has become a little more of a staple at the table, I think, than he has at the 40 runs. But
she remembers those glory days.
That's right.
A 12-point lead here for the Lady Longhorns. 3-point shot on the way by Cochran. That's good.
Cochran again, but
that's what's going to happen.
You know, Shea Taylor just had to navigate her way through all that congestion in order to get that ball back out to the perimeter to Cochran. Good job by or really Taylor just keeping a handle on it.
And this is Lamar's chance to get back in this ball game. Morgan Cochran's got 3 3-pointers, 2 here in the second half. Gives him a chance to get back in this game.
You got to keep feeding her while she's got the hot hand, and that's exactly what Corey Sanders just did.
Rush it just a bit there, but I like what they're doing.
You see the idea.
Yeah, they've got Sanders going one-on-one. She draws in 2 defenders, and they find the open. Right. You know, you got 2 or 3 girls. Shea Taylor's capable of knocking down that 3. Lady Longhorns want to slow it down a bit here. This is a few times we've seen them run the shot clock down. Here's about a 15-footer up off the rim, no good. That's a nice rebound, too, as Carly Williams couldn't get the ball, but she's able to tip it to a teammate.
Smart play right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Here's a 3-point shot by Williams on the way, no good. Been a very fast-paced ball game. Try to get that ball inside. Let's see who it's on.
Look at Zoe Tucker underneath.
Number 15, Zoe Tucker.
Looks like we have a timeout here.
Full timeout, guys. You know what that means.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be back.
I'll be back in a sec.
We can't wait forever.
Oh, your nacho fries, please. Can't be mad. We got you nacho fries.
Made with Mexican spices, made for nacho cheese sauce, only at Taco Bell.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
Welcome back to action here. It's 37-28 as Lamar Lady Warriors try to get back in the ball game. And guys, what I'm really impressed with is Corey Sanders. She's playing a different game here. She's really trying to penetrate and really assist her teammates, and she takes the ball the hole this time and misses it.
Yeah, I was talking to her dad before the game, and I said, "You think she's going to get 30 points tonight?" He said, "No, I doubt it. She's more of a disher, more of an assist person. If she has a shot, she'll take it, no question, and can make it. But she likes to distribute really as much or more than she likes to shoot it."
Here's a 3-point shot on the way off the front of the rim, no good. This ball goes to Woodson. It's going to be a jump ball.
Boy, you'll like to see those two arm wrestle. Well, you just did.
Yeah. Lamar's done a good job of taking Woodson out of the ball game.
Yeah.
She had that early 2 points there about the first minute of the game and hasn't scored anything since. Of course, she's had a defensive presence down low. But your good teams, if you're having a night where you're not scoring a lot or you're not doing what you normally do, you do other things well.
That's right.
Yeah, it's similar to what Nyhouse was doing earlier. She gets the first 8 points, and it looks simple. Hey, we're just going to do this all night long. But at some point, that team's going to make an adjustment, and you got to figure out another way to get it in the hole.
3-point shot on the way, and it's good.
Well, Keith, you're right. She does shoot the three well.
Yeah, that's Shea Taylor. She now has 10 points in the ball game. Yeah, I believe they got ready to walk there. Work that ball inside. That's a good job. A nice play by Carly Williams tipping that ball away because that was an easy basket for Woodson there. Creeping their way back in the ball game, guys, only down by 6. Was a 12-point lead for the Lady Longhorns. Here's a nice inside pass to Cal for 2.
Barely that offense. Well, it's just a 4-point game now. Lamar's intense. Never count them out.
Here's the 3-point shot on the way. It's going to be no good. Cochran gets the rebound.
Tucker waiting to get back in this game.
And guys, another point to this game too is the fact that I believe that Jones has cooled off from that three-point line too. Has been a big difference. Here's a three shot on the way. Gonna be off. There's a good attempt there over there by Cal to save the ball.
Zoe Tucker, replacing number 21, Boston Berry.
What's nice when you can take a Boston Berry out and put a Zoe Tucker in.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, too. The Lady Longhorns did a very good job of beating the press, and they're doing it with the guys' way, always the old-fashioned way, with the pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't hear the ball hit the floor one time right there.
And they're also setting themselves up maybe to have a chance to attack the basket when you do that. But give credit, too, to the Lady Warriors getting back on defense. There's a three shot on the way up, and it's good. That's Keisha Henson. Now has 11 points.
Jones needed that bucket right there.
Yeah, that's three. Hanson has 3 3-pointers here in the ball game coming off the bench. And you're right, Buzz. You're seeing some girls that really didn't see do a lot stepping up here for the Lady Longhorns.
Yeah.
They try to stretch the lead back out. They got the lead down to 4. Now it's back up to 7. You know, Maples does a good job, too, working that. She's kind of a mini point guard, too. Does a very good job.
And Audrey Bain, who was open underneath, they didn't see her. Just backed it out and restarted.
That's Zoe Tucker on the three-point attempt. The ball goes out of bounds. Tucker yet to score here in the second half. She has 16 points in the ball game. Such a fast-paced game, though. You're going to kind of lose those legs at some point.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Jones now is taking a little more time on their offense. Do you think it's because some of the fatigue that's set in a little bit, or do you think they're just trying to slow the pace down?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. I think you're right. They're trying to work that inside shot and get it. I think that's the difference. The first 2 points from Maples is they do go inside. I love the strategy, though, guys, the way you change your game up to make things work. There's a nice drive and penetration there by Sanders. This may be on the floor. Let's see.
Thank you. I see Cochran trying to find her spot down there in the corner.
Well, and she was kind of the key in the comeback.
Exactly,
she knocked down those threes. That's 9 points in the ball game. Here's a three-point shot on the way, and that would be a big shot right there that goes off. No good.
Guys, that'll end the third quarter, 42-33. Yeah, that would have been a big shot.
Yeah.
You got been within 6 then, but it is a 42-33 game. We'll take another break and come back with the final 8 minutes of this game.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence. Whataburger, just like you like it.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
This is Northside head basketball coach, Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football in fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Can you make up 9 points in 8 minutes? These three-point shooters, anything can happen.
Well, I think you can, but the key is, too, I think for Lamar is how much energy do you expend when you try to get back in the ball game, and they did a good job cutting that lead down. Now Jones, as you said, Coach Beaumont, Jones came back, kind of slowed it down a bit, worked their offense, and got some really nice looks to build it back up to 9 points.
As long as that's working for you, do it, but whatever got you there, sometimes you see coaches try to sit on it a little bit instead of keeping that foot on the pedal.
Right.
And it'll backfire on you if you're not careful.
Well, we learned that the hard way. That didn't backfire on them, but we learned that the hard way with Razorback football this year, trying to take the foot off the gas just a bit early. And I always go back to, guys, I go way back to the Phi Slamma Jamma. Houston Cougars.
Remember that.
Were blowing out North Carolina State. They try to go to the four corners offense and lose the ball game. And, you know, what got you there? You know, that's what you need to keep doing.
Just keep doing that.
They're kind of coming out on Cochran now. Here's about a 15-footer on the way by Sanders. Going to be a bit short. It's a good job of Shea Taylor getting the rebound. Going to have a foul underneath. Guys, as much action as we've had here in the second half, there's only 5 fouls called here in the second half on both teams.
Well, there has not been a team in the bonus.
No.
First half or even so far in this half.
It's been a little bit physical, but also it's been a lot of good they play good, solid defense.
I thought so, too.
Now, and this is the way I like to see games be refereed, right here.
That's a good call right there. They'll call a bump on Maples.
Yeah, when you get knocked out of bounds, I guess you got to go ahead and call it, you know?
If I didn't use my hands. Maples got 3 personal fouls. Well, Woodson got 2 early personal fouls, but she was able to stay in the ball game. And here's going to be a steal. Boston Berry goes up for the layup, and it's good.
Boston Berry.
She now has 5 points in the ball game. That's those cross-court passes, guys. You just can't, you know, a lot worse is going to happen on those, and usually good. I'm of the belief, too, guys, that in football, we love to throw those long passes across the field at the line of scrimmage, and I don't ever, you know, maybe that's a great call or what, but it always scares me every time I see that because a lot of times those kids don't have the arm to make that throw.
They don't. You got a lot of eager DBs.
Yes.
See that hanging up, and that's a pick 6, too.
I worked with a couple guys that said when you pass the ball like that, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are really bad.
But, guys, I will say this. If you want to see some good football, probably as long as I've done football, we're kind of changing the subject here, guys. And I think we've got a timeout now, but we want to keep it here.
No, let's go ahead and stay with it.
Okay, we'll keep it here. But Southside went to Bentonville West, and this was one of those drives. I've only seen this happen one other time. It's when Beelan was at Arkansas, and they had that drive where they used the whole third quarter running the ball. Southside had a drive, 13 minutes, 28 plays, and only got 3 points out of it.
I have never seen a drive like that, ever.
Not in the high school, you don't. And what was funny about it was I was talking to Kobe Branham after the game. He said, that linebacker, he was getting mad and mouthy and everything else. I said, well, Kobe, what did you expect? That kid was on the field for 30 minutes.
Well, how many penalties were in that drive?
They had 3 or 4 penalties. In fact, they had a touchdown called back on a block in the back, and that's why they had to kick the field goal. But it was just, to me, in football, that's the thing of beauty is when you get the ability where your line controls the ball, you can pound the ball. I know a lot of people don't like that. They like the long pass, but, man, I just love it when you have that good, hard-nosed football.
Yeah, I do, too. Hey, what a Delasuse, is he a senior?
Yes.
He is.
He's a senior.
Where is he going to go somewhere? The kid's got a pretty good leg.
Not heard, but, I think he's got a chance to kick at the next level. Yeah, if the Mavs can get back all their injuries, I think they'll have a pretty good team next year. To get back to the ball game here, we've got 11-point lead here for the Jones Lady Longhorns. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. A nice pass down low to Carly Williams, and there's 2. Good job by Bailey Cowell getting the ball down low to Kaylee Williams. Now has 6 points.
Back to a 9-point deficit here for Lamar.
Next 3 minutes are key here, guys.
Yeah, they cannot have any turnovers. That's one thing they're going to have to cut out. If they can get a couple of threes thrown in, get this thing tight,
Here's a three-point shot on the way, and it's up off the rim, no good. And there's Williams getting the rebound again. I'm a little surprised that Audrey Bain not taking that open look. She's made a three-pointer today. Here's a chance to get the lead down under.
Well, good job by Corey Sanders. That pass wasn't intended for her. But she'll pick up an opportunity here to put some points on the board. And her output is, she only has 5 points?
5 points on the ball game, but she's done so much more out there. I think her her game's been different tonight. She's been really trying to assist, but your great point guards, Snowda Wadey, what we saw in the first game, what we've seen from Corey Sanders here in the ball game, is their court vision is really good. They see everything going on. They can find the open person on the floor, and if it's not there, they can take it to the hole, and both of them have a lot of trick shots. And only a sophomore.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, it is amazing. Again, she's probably had some freshman experience.
I think the key for her, too, is she's going to be handling the ball. Let's make those shots. That's what she did. There's a nice penetration there by Boston Berry.
Yeah, nice assist by Zoe Tucker. Zoe saw her break for the basket and gave her a perfect pass. Well, you got to make those count.
Guys, the other thing I watch both teams here, what they do good too, is you'll see those guards getting under the basket, getting those rebounds. It's not just dependent on one or two to get the rebound. The guards are there too. I think that makes a big difference, especially eliminating the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, offensive rebounds are huge, but follow your shot.
That was a good job by Woodson getting position. Kaylee Williams actually had her blocked out, but she had her blocked out from underneath the basket.
Right.
Yeah, Sophie Woodson really struggling here. Well, she's not struggling. They just haven't fed her the ball very much, but she'll get 2 free throws here.
And in basketball, what that mindset then is, if you have all 5 crash the board and you're used to sending a Sanders or somebody streaking down the floor and you keep losing offensive, then you start, you know what, I can't send them down. So it kind of keeps everybody honest.
First free throws up and good. Second one's off as Williams gets the rebound. And Carly Williams does a good job. She's only 5'9", but she does a good job of using her body, blocking out, and getting position to get those rebounds. Try to feed the ball inside the cow. It's going to be knocked away. Farmer gets a hand on the ball, tips it over to Woodson.
Yeah, you're down to 3:40. I mean, the turnovers are key here.
That's 4 fouls on Corey Sanders.
What do you want to do? I mean, you get 3 minutes left. She's got to stay.
But what really?
Yeah, you don't really have any choice.
No.
Yeah, guys, what really made that play too was it was a good job by Boston Berry. She was strong with the basketball. Berry wants to penetrate in. There's an open look.
Oh,
nice pass.
Yeah, we got Woodson involved there.
Good shot too. Nice touch by Woodson off the glass. Back up to a 12-point lead. We've got 3 minutes to go here. They've done a good job too, really, of Morgan Cochran hit those early baskets here in the third quarter. They really kind of denied her the basketball. Now she'll shoot a 3 here.
Partially blocked.
Yeah. And they'll be fouled.
Foul. Well, that's the second 3-pointer we've seen today. I'll tell you another thing about Sanders, too. In defense, you cannot get a first step on her.
No.
Even Barry's struggling with it. Maple struggled with it.
First free goes up off the side of the rim, no good. Every point's important here for the Lady Warriors. Second one's up and it's good. You know, I notice you're good shooters too. If they miss that first one, it seems like that second one's a swish.
Look at there.
It's not really worked out that way for me. That first one missed.
You're just trying to find that angle, Buzz.
Now I'm blocked out.
Here's about a 15-footer by Woodson on the way. It's going to be short. Ball's tracked down by Carly Williams. Called.
Yeah.
Down to 2:39 to go here.
Oh.
My question is, guys, though, is at this point with Sanders having 4 fouls, do you want her on that ball coming down? Is that obviously it's your best option?
It is, and you know, you're going to try to take her out of something that she doesn't. I mean, that's it. That's what she does.
Exactly. Just play like you don't have
That's
before.
right.
Yes. Here's a 3-point shot on the way by Maples. That's good.
Wow.
Zoe Maples with 5 points here in the second half. Increases the lead to 13. Here's Sanders for 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Look the ball down. Here's a nice penetration drive, and Boston, the ball's tipped away. Maples doing a good job of setting the offense. They're going to a man defense, so some chances, maybe some one-on-one opportunities here.
Jones being real patient, working the clock.
Yeah, this is where
we're just working the clock.
Yep.
Time's running out on Lamar.
It's going to be a foul as Boston takes it to the basket. Shea Taylor.
17 for Jones.
We were talking about the tournament being in a big venue like this and how the depth is different, and the ladies have to get used to that. I bet you so far in this season, these teams have not played 3 back-to-back days. That, hey, I mean, I like playing golf, but if I had to play 3 days in a row, that third day now, I'd be tired.
You know, there's 2 reasons for me not to play golf after one day.
I'm thinking of one big one.
How sore I am in my feelings.
I'm thinking more age. They play a lot of tournaments now, though, Coach. I know Coach Brunk has got the Lady Match going. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They've got 3 more games, but that's good, though. Get those games in and get your conference ready. And talent seems like, especially like a tournament like this, I mean, the quality of talent's so good. We talked about this. Yeah, this is a consolation game right here, but you got a defending 2A state Oklahoma champion.
100%.
A runner-up Arkansas,
yes.
You know, and it doesn't get any better than this. It's been a lot of fun.
It's a great thing about our basketball staffs on both sides of town, and that is girls and boys. When they line up these tournaments, they don't shy away now from, in fact, they want to go to those tournaments for their competition. We might not win them all, and they want to go and do that. They want to test their team.
Well, I did kind of laugh at Coach Brunk. We were talking about the, help me here, the Oklahoma team, Sepulpa, coming in. He said, yeah, we got them lined up, but they had some move-ins come in. I think the Herd girls and maybe the McQuarters girls showed up. That's kind of the landscape of high school basketball, though, is, you know, a lot of changing and everything. I think I always kind of laugh, well, maybe they need to get some NIL money going here in high school. But, you know, honestly, I hate to see that in the college athletics because I think it's going to run it at some point.
I do, too.
Unless, of course, it helps the Razorbacks.
Then you'll take it.
Yeah. Here's a nice drive for a shot up, and it's good.
Very nice.
That's Emma Bailey for 2. Both teams got subs in the ball game now. Back in the ball game for the Lady Longhorns is Keisha Hansen. Had a really good first half. Really kind of got some things going. She's got 11 points in the ball game. There's a nice move and getting the basket. That's Charisma Johnson. That shows number 13. We don't have a 13 on our roster. Seconds to go here. I think the Jones Oklahoma team will be very happy with the way they've played the last 2 ball games. I think Lamar really has got to see all kinds of talent here. They're not going to see. They'll see some good teams along the way, but I'm not sure they'll see a lot of what they've seen the last 2 days.
Well, Jones is going to win it, 57-41. It was an intense game up to about the last half of the fourth quarter, and they started working that clock and were effective doing it. Sometimes I think, don't take your foot off the gas. Keep doing what you're doing to get you there, and then but if you're able to find some open shots, you're working the clock, you're still increasing your lead, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, it comes down to, Buzz, they cut it into the lead. They got it down, I believe it was 10 at one point. They cut it down to 4. And you extend so much energy when you try to cut back into a ball game. And I think that's what happened here. But give Jones credit; they did a lot of different things. They kind of changed their offensive strategy a bit, and I thought for both teams they made the adjustments they had to make. And maybe Jones made a few more adjustments, and that was the difference.
Well, let's go down to the winning coach, Coach Holbrook.
Thanks, Bud. Coach, day 3, and you wanted to see improvement from game 1 to game 3. This is not the same team that we saw on day 1, Coach. What a great job today.
Right. Well, thank you. We just had to get this season going. I mean, we didn't get to play our first 2 games. This was our first time out to get our season started, and we faced a tough, really good Bergman team. We wish we had that game back. We could go back and compete, but we can't. But it's just about getting better every game, every time we step on the floor, and I think we're doing that.
We saw some really good play early in the tournament from your big, but today your guards, your full, a lot of distribution of the basketball and a lot of contribution by a lot of players on your team today.
Right, and that's what makes us good. And when we share the basketball and we get the ball inside out, we are a much better team. We are not a team of superstars. We're just a good team. And when we play like a team, we have the capability of doing something special.
Coach, we all saw that today. You've done a great job. Welcome to Fort Smith, and we hope you come back. Great job today, and congratulations on your victory.
So much. You guys run a great tournament. Thank you. Thank you.
I think she's exactly right. They're not a team of superstars. Woodson, Barry, Hanson, Bailey did a great job. They're going to have some awards now. Let's stay on the floor for this.
Buzz, you say this too, this Jones team really was different people today that made the difference for both games. So that's a sign of a good team when you're not getting it from one area, it's coming from the other area, right. You're winning ball games.
All tournament members. First, from Lamar, this is Corey Sanders.
Good choice there.
And from Jones, Oklahoma, please make welcome Austin Berry.
Another good choice. I'll tell you, Buzz, the one thing you have seen that has kind of been a pattern here so far is these players that are picked out for players awards have been point guards.
Yeah. And, we've enjoyed watching that intense play from those point guards, but they're not afraid to go inside, get a rebound, crash the boards. It is amazing to watch them. But you alluded to this about seeing some of these teams that you don't hear a lot about, and they're 3A champions playing against back-to-back champions here. I mean, it's fun to watch tournament-ready teams this early in the season.
From Lamar, Corey Sanders. And from Jones, Oklahoma, this is Jalen Maples.
Another good choice. Jalen Maples.
Well, don't go away. That's just half of what we have in store for you today. Coming up next, it's going to be the third place ball game between the Lady Bears and the Lady Panthers. We're going to take another break and come back with that game right after this.